Hi there, Chris here, and Slinky. So, Coxie's Picks sent me this Squire, and it's Valiant, and it is just like the Squire, the one I have so much trouble with, Defiant. And I have tried this, and I have not gotten in, but I thought I would, do some picking on camera. The key does have some wicked bidding. And, maybe I get it, maybe I don't. So, it does have the spring lever in the middle that pops the shackle open, and to close it you have to push the shackle in. So that's not a lever you pick, or at least I know you don't pick it in the Defiant. So, pardon me. I'm going to give this a shot. So I'm going to use Andy Mack. And this is non-piped, so we're using that tip as opposed to wherever the other tip is, somewhere, a piped one. They're interchangeable. You could just change it out like that, put in the piped one, and you're ready to go. So, and I'm going to use, I think this, yeah, that's the black one, which is, I think, the stiffest, biggest diameter one. So I'm going to stick this in and start picking. Now the way these are laid out, you have three levers in the front, 2 in the back, with the little spring lever that pops the lock in the middle, or after the 3 in the front. Now the first thing you encounter is a spacer that doesn't move, so you have to move down just a little bit to get on the first lever. And I can feel it go up, and I can feel it go down. Then the second one, and the third one, and now we're going to duck under the spring one and go to the back. All the way to the back is another spacer. Okay, that was number 5. And that's 4. And then I'm up against that spring one, so I'm going to come back to the front. I've got a little counter rotation there. I can't remember if I think you need to balance that counter with more tension. But I do, these in the Defiance I have a real tough time with. I have picked 2 Defiants, one of them on camera. But I messed with that for months. I don't think I admitted that. I kind of blurred that when I had picked that Defiant. So I'm going through here and nudging up. 1, 2, 3, and then ducking under. And I'm having, there we go. You gotta duck under that one. And if you don't, somebody tell me and say, oh yeah, you need to nudge it. Well, I don't think so though. I think it's just like the Defiant. And if this is like the Defiant, I don't think you need a lot of tension. Okay, I got a little bit of movement on the core. think I've gotten 4 actually. I can't tell if we're slightly moving 4 up or not. Let's go back to the front. One and 2 feel good, I think. 3 got lost. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I have to duck under. There we go. Really have to turn this, go down to duck under. A little bit more core movement. I think this is about as far as I've gotten with it. Come on, duck under. But then I stopped getting anywhere. And they don't have false gates. That was something dropping. I believe it was 2. Now Coxey picked this thing quickly. He did admit that it was a toughie. And these are these Squire types are kind of my nemesis. I shouldn't say that while the lock is listening, but they do challenge me. As you can see. So I'm going to give this about 10 minutes. Ducking under. Just don't seem to be setting. Come on. And for me, with some locks, I can feel that I'm creeping the levers up. This one, not so much. Can't really feel that. I do get little movements sometimes. I find it interesting that these styles that don't have false gates tend to give me a harder time than the ones that do have false gates. Maybe it's a feedback, then maybe because the false gates ones give you more feedback. Say with a cruiser or a battleship, you kind of get little movements. But if you get a big movement, that kind of feels and says you're in a false gate, and then all the levers are just don't move. So it's a reset. Then you go again. So there's our 10 minutes. I'm going to let this drop again. Just sort of work it so it does work nicely. You got to hold the shackle in to lock it up. I'm going to try one more time. Then it may be a fail. Maybe. How about probably it's going to be a fail? I'm going to start in the back. If I can find it. Where are we? Okay, lever goes up, lever comes back down. Lever goes up, lever comes back down. Let's go to the front. Lever goes up. Maybe he's stuck a little bit on one. Little movement on 3, I think. Hard to tell. My tension might have just followed it. All right, let's see if I can duck under. Duck under. Am I there? Yeah, I'm there. I'm back there. All right, well, there you go. It is a tough lock. So this is about like my picking session on a tough lock that I'm working on. I go about 10 minutes. Now we're into 13 minutes, which is certainly long enough. And at that point, I've probably got all the learning out of it I can, because sort of frustration seeps in. And I don't want to just keep, I start, it starts being counterproductive. So anyway, we're going to quit there. One lever? I don't know. So that is the Squire Valiant. And it has a valiant effort of repelling me. But as you can see, it does work. Coxie's Picks, thank you for sending me this. And I will continue to work on this. All right, questions, comments, likes, all welcome. Whoa, sorry, hit the camera tripod. And we will see you next time.